Hi guys, how you all doing? It's a new week, new trading week. So we're here as as always, here to look at weekly analysis and then know our bias for the week and then what we are looking at for the week. Yeah, it's about that time of the year where the market is kind of slow. The movements are not regular like they used to be, but it doesn't mean we don't still have opportunities in the market. We do have opportunities in the market, and then I'm going to like capitalize and leverage on them. I'll just wait about a few minutes so every other person can join. But while we are waiting, as usual, I love music, so let's play some music. So this one song I've been listening to and I really enjoy it.
Of all sizes use
Yeah.
to uncover new
So wait
insights
about
from their data, like cost
3
savings.
minutes. Yeah. 3 minutes is a good time.
Be saying you know feel the love I get for you, not for you. You be saying you know see when no be say I be joking. Story of my life. Without you, I know fit to complete that. Don't leave me your door. Boy, I'll be doing it. Go, and I won't spend it on you. When you go low, happiness all over me. And it's you. Night, everybody knows so much. You know, baby, my God, you want to go, want to go. Something in your echo, come over, don't say no. Open my echo, if you know the fight, that will be fight.
I can see more people on the call already, and that makes sense. I think we should just start right away. So yeah, I'll just put this music. It should be very low, but we'll still be able to hear it like we need to. So yeah, hi guys. The way we do it, before I go ahead to look at what we have for the week, we actually go ahead and check what we talked about last week, check our DXY, then start checking out different charts and all. So the first thing we do always is the DXY as always. So I told you guys something for about 2 weeks now. I said I'm bearish on DXY. For me, being bearish doesn't mean we will not see upward movement. No. Generally, I can be bearish and then we'll have some bullish moves. So if you look at this I said I want to see this imbalance huge. That's why I've not updated this chart. It's just still the same way because my bias is still my bias. Only if it gets to this imbalance and then it fills and then keeps going the other way around, that's fine. The trend has changed. That's not a problem. So now look at it. We've been having a downtrend, and at the moment here, I think we're about breaking this particular temporary downtrend, and it goes up to actually fill this imbalance, and then we are back to our regular bias. But then till then, I'm still the same thing on what's the name on DXY. If I go to the daytime frame, I still have the same thing. I just want it to come to at least 50% of this imbalance, and then we are good. So when I want this to do like this, that means for everything XXS USD XXS, I want them to actually sell. Like it should actually go bearish. That's the point. But everything USD XXS will actually like go bullish. You understand what I mean? So I'll go from every chart and then I'll go on to any chart, any trade I actually took last week with you guys. This is the daily. Let me go back to 4 hours. So right here, I saw an opportunity last week and I took it. If you look at this, let me zoom it so you can actually see this clearly. Let me go ahead and pause this music. Okay, let me pause it so we'll be able to hear only my voice. So yeah, if you look at this trend, it's up. It has been an uptrend, like right from here, it's been trending up. So this was the last higher high, and this was the higher low. So when you go from here to here, it was higher low and higher high, right? And then there's one thing before we can get another trend, like okay, the movement, the continuation, we have to see it break this, but there was nothing like that broke this. It was only a weak break, like was not a confirmation for me, like based on how I trade. So while we're still doing that, okay, from here to this page, it created another higher low here, and then it created a little bit. It broke, but at least we look at it like the new higher high, because irrespective, it broke through for just a little bit. So we never saw anything break above this. Instead, we had a break in structure, break of structure, and then here I have this. So we had this break of structure. 1 second. Okay, so it broke the structure, went back to actually form a lower high here, and then gave us a lower low. So now the only thing I'm expecting right here is okay, I got this temporary move. I took this trade on I think 15 minutes, but before I go down to further going down to lower time frame, this is what I expect on a normal day when I want to take this trade. I look at this. Okay, you have broken this high. Then where is the best place to come into this trade? So there are two things to look out for. First thing is we have this imbalance here. You look at this, we have this imbalance here, right? I can check this trade at any point in this place. Then normally I always tell you guys that this is my point of entry, my preferred point of entry, anywhere between this range. This imbalance level here can be, you can do that, but I prefer that point, like that point of entry. So yeah, I missed out on this, but that was, I think, during NFP, so I wasn't even around. I was in the mocks, I guess. Yeah, I was. So if I was around, this would have been the trade I would have actually gotten into, right? Like this particular trade, like all confirmations were met. I'll be risking about 25 pips, and then I'll just take it to this previous low, and that'll be all. So even with this right now, I know that I would close like majority of my positions. So this is one thing I know I missed, and then I have to just show you guys, like yeah, it's not, I am a kind of person, like I want you guys to learn, not just to take my trades. No, I want you guys to learn and be able to do it yourself. That's the major thing I want, right? So that's for AED cards. AED CHF, the same thing here, but then this one will be more of the imbalance level, right? If you look at this, it broke this particular structure to downward, and we need a retest. Right? I won't call it a retest, but it's also a retest to fill the imbalance, or actually the this particular, the imbalance. That's what I was saying. And then looking at this level, they look like levels that I want to actually like let the price visit again. So yeah, it's actually the same movement for AED JPY. At the moment, I really don't like the structure. Yes, it's bearish, but it's not printing what I want to see. After this particular trade I took, I've not seen anything reasonable on AED JPY, AED NZD. Yeah, bearish too, but I don't like the structure. AED USD, this guy used to be my baby. If you look at my previous trades, like I've been eating off this trade, but at the moment she has not been nice. I don't really like what she's printing. So it's cool to just let her play, and then she'll come back to her senses. Then majorly, let me go to the day time frame. I told us about my bias on BTC. Like BTC is crazy right now, and I'm still very bullish, right? On BTC. Let me use 1 week so you can see it closer. I told you guys that when we were doing it last week, when we had this outlook last week, I told you guys that at least I'm still bullish until minimum of 46K. Yeah, that point. So after 46K, then we know what next. But right now, Bitcoin is still bullish for me. We might have some little pullback and continuation. But right now, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I said this right from even before we got this bullish move. Immediately, I saw it broke this previous structure on 30K. I was already bullish on BTC. So that's what I have for BTC. And then it's been good, it's been good. So yeah, look at, if you can look at this right now, came to feel the imbalance and then it's going back up. Right now, I feel like it's coming to probably test this other block and then go back the same way. So right now we just have to look at it play out. That's what I have on Bitcoin right now. Okay. There's also at the moment there's a divergence on Bitcoin. If you look at this, we have this. And then if you look at this same thing right here, we have this. There's a divergence on Bitcoin right now. I don't really trade this guy at all, so I don't care. CAD JPY, I don't well, I don't like the structure usually, but when you look at this, I just want to like do this for markup sake, not like I want to take the trade because it's not my type of pair. So here we have right here, it's a break of structure, this particular place. So let me 1 second. So yes. So when you look at this break of structure, the next thing is we want to see it actually like give us a pullback, and then we'll take the trade. This here is going to be my So let me tell you how see, the thing is, taking trade is very easy. I just wait for my confirmation. If I don't get it, then I move on. So like I said, the same way I said for AED card, we have imbalance right here, which here is above, is actually at a premium level. I can actually start selling from there. Or if I want to see a deeper retracement, I could actually wait for this. Everything is nice depending on your trading style. For me, most times I still wait for my deeper retracement. So like I want to see price move up to this point, and then sell down to this point, at least the previous low, which is going to be this. That's what I love to do. Risk to reward is major on my end. I don't joke with that guy. Risk to reward. I have I'm going for this. This is 4 hours, so this is going to be a lot. Oh, that's crazy. It's going to be a lot. But if I was to take it, let's imagine it was I won't take this because the stop loss is too big for me. I don't like anything more than 30 pips. But just for lecture purpose, this is 1 to 4.93. This is a good risk to reward, right? That's one thing I love to do. So let me see if we can get. I will further mark up this. I think I'm loving the particular structure I printed. So I'll further mark up this and send it in the chat, like the trade, if I will take it or not. But this is the bias I have on it. CHLJPY, I don't trade this pair too, but if you look at it, it's printing the same thing with CAD-JPY. So for 030, that's Germany 30. It's just still bullish, right? Bullish. So I feel like if you want to trade this pair, you need to go down to the lower time frames and then keep riding the trend until it changes the trend. That's what I always say. Euro AUD. Let me do 1 hour. Euro AUD. Yes, at the moment, I really don't like the structure, and I don't like the trade. But I don't like Euro card. I don't like the structure to Euro CHF. I don't trade this pair. Euro GBP. This is just nonsense. I don't like to see trade like this. If you look at this, it's been consolidating in this same range for a long while. So I don't want to get caught up in something like this. Euro JPY, I don't really like this structure too. Euro NZD. I don't like it. I like to see trending markets, right? But if I want to take this kind of market, I have to like further go down to lower time frames. Okay, this is EU. So one thing I didn't talk about was the fact that there was NFP last week, so it must have scattered, not scattered per se, but must have seen crazy moves like on the chart. So we give it time to correct itself because it's a new week. You don't have to always rush on the chart, or you don't have to always rush to trade. Just take your time. I'm not the type. I don't mind to take one trade in a week. Two. So far, my confirmations are met, and then in aligns with my my entry principles, I would go for it. So GBP AUD, I think I saw, okay, there's no divergence on this guy, it's just still normal. But if I'm to look at this structurally, let me see. Yeah, it was trending this way low. So, matter of fact, I don't like this chart. GBP card, I don't trade this guy at all. GBP CHF, I don't trade this guy too. I don't. GJ, it's been a while I traded GJ since the movement started, what is all this? I know it will still come back to feel this, but I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I prefer to stay out of it. Oh, this is nice. So before NFP, while I was going to mocks on Friday, I had some markup that okay, yes, I was going to set pending for them and the rest. So I'm the type that I hardly take trades over the weekend, only if I was in trade already, I made good money, I'll just close like 80% or 90% and leave the remaining one to run. If it goes back to entry, fine, I'm good. And if it goes my way to fine, I'm good. So this was what I marked up on Friday. And I really love the structure. And if you look at it, this is sniper. This is what I really love to do, sniper trades. And yeah, like I really love them so much. Also, what did I do? The entry is very simple. Like one thing about me is I don't do more than myself, and I don't take trades that I'm not satisfied with. Even if I see everything aligned and I'm not really interested in that kind of trade. Like, okay, I need to see some things before I actually take the trade. It's personal to me, it's my trade discipline. So that's what I do. This is sniper entry. Now, what I have to do for this trade is I have to look for a re-entry if I still want to take this trade, right? So that is not going to be now, obviously. I would wait for break of structure and then take this trade back. But that's by the way. I just wanted to show you guys, from the updates from last week. GBP USD, same movement with EU. The NFP really affected it, and that's all right. It happens. So NZD card, I don't like the structure. NZD JPY, same thing, consolidation. NZD USD, I don't really like this. SPX, no. US 30. Oh, those guys are in their, high positions. High. They are, I think, all-time high rather. USD CHF. So this guy, I don't really like the way it's been moving. So if you see, this was the last time I traded it, and then it was a very nice trade. It hit my TP and still keep going down. So USD JPY, okay, this I think it's been a long time I got to this because I don't know when I drew these guys. But still the same thing for me. It's now a downtrend, and then it broke our lows. So I still wanted to come back and do these things like this. Now I wanted it to come back here the last time I traded it, but he didn't do that. So I left it alone. And then let's go to gold. This gold is the final pair on my list I want to check. So on that same Friday when I came back, I tried to look at the chart. Gold went from the all-time high. This movement was too rapid. Like it lost from 2,149 to 2050 thereabout in just few hours. But that's all right. That's why it's not going to chase the market. So right here, it broke this trend. Here, this is where it broke the trend, right? It broke and then was going down. But before I can take gold, before I can take it, I want to see it come back to feel all the imbalances it left, right? So I would want to see minimum of this, something like this, gold should come and test this. And then, you can keep going down, no problem. But you need to do that first. I'm not the type that used to jump on trade or force trade. I allow the trade to do what I'm seeing. I trade what I see, not what I feel. So yeah. And then yeah. So with what I've said right now, guys, I would be on the look at the chart though. It's December. So I reduce my risk if I use, this particular lot size before it's the end of the year. I just cut down my risk. So, I don't get to get caught up in all this end of the year closure for companies, end of the year, this end of the year that. I don't want to be in that. So yeah, so I would post this on my YouTube page after this call. I would save the recording so you guys can always go back to the call. I'll save it and then yeah. So it's just the beginning of the week. I wish you guys a wonderful trading week. We still have our, daily, not daily per se, but still have our daily calls and then our scheduled calls, and then when I see opportunities, as always, I'll drop the chat in the chat box for you guys. I appreciate you all. Take care of yourself. So I'll just play music before I go, just for a few. So yeah, you can actually up off the call. That's fine, but I'm a music person. I need music. I love music. Music is therapeutic for me. Like, I use music to get back. I use music to, a lot of things. We have different things we do to actually get us back, give us that motivating spirit. Yeah. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye.